Hi, third grade. Today we are going to look at Unit 4, Week 1, Day 2. So let's start with our drill sounds warm up. Watch and see where my cursor lands. A apple a safe a wash a squash I itch I pine you up you mule you rule ed Pete o octopus o home Excellent. Okay, let's add some of these R controlled vowels to our drill sounds warm up. Ready? A R car R. O R horn or. E R her I R bird U R burn And lastly, I'll just pick a few of our vowel teams. Ready? A I bait A Y play E jeep E Y key E. Very good. A eat E. A boat O toe W snow but it also could be W plow ow. How will I remember all of these? There's so many. Oh, we could do it. How about this one? Soup blue chew school How about coin oi boy oi August and saw Great work. Okay, third grade, on your screen in front of you, you will see our word of the day today. You should be able to pick out what the base word is. What is it? Act. But do you notice something special about this word? Right, it doesn't only have one suffix, it has two suffixes. Right, so we have act, active, and then what's the whole word now? Actively. Very good. So the word is actively. Like if you're actively doing something, that means you're doing it right now. Sometimes you might hear, she is actively looking for a job. Or you could say, I am actively watching the Fundations video. It's what you're doing right now. Okay, very good. So we're going to go ahead and add, I should say, this word of the day into our student notebooks. So if you can grab your student notebook right now with the castle. We actually have not had a word of the day that starts with the letter A. So flip to page 57 in your vocabulary section, and you should have a whole page of A's there. Okay. Pause the video so that you can spell the word actively first, and then we'll mark it up together. Okay, so hopefully on the top of page 57 in your student notebook, you went ahead and added our word of the day, actively. Act, active, actively. Double the suffixes. So when you go ahead and mark this word, you should simply underline the base word. We could still mark act as what kind of syllable? Look at it. Act. Right. It is a closed syllable. And so you could put a breve above the A. Okay, now what are we going to do with iv and ly? They're suffixes, so remember, we circle the suffixes. Okay, go ahead and do that to make sure your word of the day, actively, your word actively should be marked up just like this. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and write the sentence for actively. I'm going to say, capital letter, she She is actively, we already wrote it. You shouldn't have trouble spelling that. Write nice and neat. I'm writing nice and slow so it's neat. She is actively looking for a job. Don't forget your punctuation at the end. All right, check with me. How'd you do? She is actively looking for a job. And then don't forget, when you're confident, scoop your sentence into meaningful phrases. Let me think about that. She is actively looking for a job. I kind of like these two scoops. She is actively looking for a job. I did two scoops. So my first scoop is she is actively looking for a job. You could also do she is actively looking for a job. Maybe yours has 3 scoops. Remember, it doesn't have to all be the same. But double check your spelling, your capitalization, your punctuation, and make sure it looks good. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take a look at our homophones, or our sound-alike words from this year. So repeat after me. Son. Do you remember the signal for this son? This is a male child, a boy child who grows up, right? Nice work. How about this one? Sun, what is the signal? Yeah, it's the bright star in the sky that warms us all up. You squint when you look at it. This word, some. I have some Halloween candy left still. How about this one? Sum. The sum of 7 plus 7 is 14. You make the plus sign with your fingers. That's your answer for addition. How about this word? Banned. If you're banned from doing something, you're no longer allowed to do it. You could be banned from playing video games, for example. How about this band? Right, air drums. The musical band marches in a band. The band marches in the parade. How about this word? Guest. If you have a guest over, you welcome them inside. Remember our signal? Guest. Good. This guest is, you thought about it, you made a prediction. You thought about it, you made a prediction. But really, if you're guessing, you're not confident. You're just guessing. So think about it, make a guess. Okay, how about this word? Missed. If you missed something, you didn't get it. It was a failed attempt. Mist. These are the water droplets. Sprinkle a little bit of water. Mist. This is our newest one. Plain. Do you remember this plain? Plain. Yeah, I could be wearing a plain shirt. Although, if you notice, my shirt isn't that plain. It has a pattern. It's striped. But if you just see me from here up, it looks plain, doesn't it? How about this plane? Right? That's the airplane. We kind of just move like an airplane would. All right. And now I want to introduce you to our new words for Unit 4. Hold on. Okay, the first new homophone is on the screen now. Repeat after me. Male. M-A-I-L. Male. Now, this kind of mail is the kind that gets delivered to your home every day. Or I also get mail at school in my mailbox. For our signal for this, I am going to say that mail is something sent through the post office for delivery. Okay, so I'm going to pretend, that I'm licking an envelope, sealing it, put it in the mailbox. Okay, so you're licking your envelope. Maybe you wrote a letter. Maybe you're writing a bill, sending in a bill to pay, and you're putting it in the mailbox. Licking, sealing, put it in the mailbox. Okay, that's M-A-I-L, mail. Got it? All right, I think you know how to say the other one. It's male, but look at the spelling. It's M-A-L-E, male. This is a boy, okay? So, or a man. So I'm going to go like this. Sometimes, not all, but they have sometimes mustaches. So we're just going to say male, okay? Male. Good work. All right, now we're going to add our brand new sound-alike words in our student notebook. So flip open to your sound-alike section and find the M's for male and male. I believe in my book, which is the same thing as yours, I have it on page 99. Male and male. Page 99. Okay. Go ahead and flip there and get ready to write the definition for this male, M-A-I-L, first. Okay, on page 99 at the top for M-A-I-L, male, the definition is right here on the screen. You may need to pause. Something sent through the post office for delivery. Again, so pause the video and write that definition down before we go on to the other male. Okay, the other male, M-A-L-E, remember our signal for that one, is a boy or a man. A boy or a man. So now both definitions are on there. Pause the video until you have them both updated on page 99. Okay, the last thing we did in class today was we again practiced making our lowercase cursive d. And on the back, we had lowercase cursive g. So you don't necessarily need this paper at all at home, but you can recreate it on your own paper. In case you forget from yesterday, here is how you form a lowercase d.
D is a 2 o'clock letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up towards the plane line, then around to 2 o'clock. Trace back around to the grass line, then way up to the sky line. Loop back down to the grass line and make a tail.
Okay, and lastly, lowercase g. Here it is.
G is a 2 o'clock letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up towards the plane line, then around to 2 o'clock. Trace back around to the grass line, then straight up to the plane line. Trace way down to the worm line. Loop back up to the grass line and make a tail.
All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. Nice work, and I will see you back next time.